Are we supposed to hear stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did we start the stream?
It is getting started.
All right, and we are live for the 6:45 p.m. draw on Friday evening here at the Philadelphia Curling Club, featuring on sheet 1, Murder in the First from Diamond State. Skip, Brian Hufe. Vice, Julie Yeager. Second, Dave Yeager, who's also just goes by Yeager. And lead, Sharon Miner. They are playing Jersey Pinelands 1, Don't Go Bacon My Heart. Skip, Jason Wysoczanski, I probably just completely butchered that name. Bridget O'Grady, Paul Malili, and Aaron Klim. On sheet 2, we have the other Jersey Pinelands team, the closers. Bill Mackenzie, Tracy Landy, Dan Putnam, lead Linda Doppler. And they are playing the team from Ardsley, side of Bacon. And that team is the Gallegos team, featuring Matt Gallegos, Sharon Gallegos, Tim Klein, and Aaron Durba. For those of you who are watching, which is apparently none, you are missing out on a fantastic barbecue dinner here at the club. The cheesy potatoes and the mac and cheese look exactly the same, but the cheesy potatoes are better. And if you have not had the opportunity to try one of Lisa Carasella's turmeric cookies, they are amazing.
And we're getting started with Diamond State. Sharon Miner going to draw for a guard.
And on sheet 2, Linda Doppler is off with what also appears to be a draw to the house.
Sharon Miner stone kind of hanging out there. Looks like it comes for a corner guard.
There you go. Come in.
All right, so our feature game is going to be on sheet 1, Diamond State versus Jersey Pinelands 1. We have Aaron Klim now, who's been told to draw behind the corner guard.
Bridget's on it pretty quickly. Looks like it's going to be a little straighter than they expected.
That curled so much. You were right on the broom, not the vice. Yeah, not
And top 12.
Let's go top 8.
All right, Brian's called for top 8 behind the corner that Sharon threw.
That's pretty good.
All right, over on sheet 2, we had Linda Doppler's first rock go into the 4-foot. The Ardsley team played a hit and rolled their shooter over to the wing, and now Linda is coming back down to draw on top of the rock, although it looks like it's a center guard, so I might have gotten that call wrong.
And
Really good shot, Sharon.
Sharon's second rock draws into the 4-foot. Not quite under the guard, so it looks like we're going to get a takeout.
All right, we definitely got takeout weight from Aaron. You can tell because the sweepers are running, and whenever people are running on ice, you know it's a fast rock.
Looks like we're just going to miss the yellow and get the red.
With a nice little roll. Nice shot.
It's too much ice.
Hit. Try to get a roll.
Looks like Brian is asking for a hack weight shot to hit the back and roll over.
Solo.
Not really interested in trying for that double.
Yeah. Yes. No. No. Got a curl. You coming? Whoa.
All right, this looks like a nice down weight hit from Yeager. We heard Julie call backline out of hand, and that looks like it's going to work out very nicely. Very nice shot.
Control, Tim.
You can tell it's a nice shot because Julie is complimenting her husband. That doesn't happen all that often.
This is true. If you've ever played with the two of them, this is pretty rare. Right over on sheet 2, it looks like we're hitting a rock in the house that's in the 4-foot. Maybe looking for a little bit of a roll to try to get under that center guard. And that looks like it's going to work out very nicely. Nice shot.
Nice shot, sitting in the top 8, right behind the guard.
All right, what fun facts do we have for the teams on the ice today, Paul?
12.
Well, let's take a look at what we have for... We have Yeager up here. Yeager likes a lot of food, but not bacon, because he is attached to pigs. He says that he...
Oh, that's right. He and Julie raised a pig or something, or went to a pig farm and then got really attached to pigs or something, and now they can't eat bacon. Is that right?
So he says he started watching pig racing and got really attached to the pigs as a result, and no longer wants to eat any pork products.
Is pig racing a Netflix thing that I don't know about?
Maybe he's just going to a farm with pigs and watch them race.
Also possible. I suppose we'll have to ask him after he gets off the ice.
But Yeager setting up a guard, leaving a draw for Team Pinelands.
Whoa. Down what? Sharon. Sharon, yep. Fine, yep. That's good, yep.
All right, looks like over on sheet 2, the call was to draw down to the red rock that's in the back 4. It looks like we had some really nice weight. Maybe the rock curled sooner than expected, so we got a nice little tap on the yellow that was in the 8-foot, and I think it's actually sitting
think
short.
yellow is still shot. It just ticked the red and slowed down enough.
Yeah.
Throw another guard.
All right, has Brian asked for a draw under that red guard? Is that what we're looking at?
Yes, we're looking to draw to that back yellow.
Up. Up. Up.
All right, with Julie's first rock.
Yep.
Brian calling for the sweep early.
All right, well.
Looks like we're going to.
Well, I think the weight's a little
overlap.
lighter, so we have a bit of a
Yep.
staggered guard situation now.
I don't think they're staggered. I think they're just side by side.
Well, no, we got the two centers and then that one in the corner.
Okay.
How heavy?
So apparently the pig racing is a league of pigs on YouTube. 5 pigs with names and personalities racing in England.
I see.
They are apparently too cute to consume.
All right. This looks like a call. I think the call was to maybe angle run the yellow.
I think there was a promote intended, but it looks like we're running just too wide.
All right. So Brian is going to try to get that rock out the back of the house, which he does.
Leaves.
Guard.
Looking to guard that same shot.
All right, over on sheet 2, we have Mary Ann, who was asked to throw a finesse takeout shot to probably get onto that back yellow in the 4-foot.
Little wide.
Looks like it's just going to tick off the guard, though.
Yep. But now it's all wide open. So good plan B. Steve Sabatino, in the meantime, is trying to kill a spider or a fly that
That's a
may...
mosquito.
Mosquito, even better. Okay. All right, Paul has used a tissue box to smash the mosquito, so... Yep. All sorts of fun happening in the club if you're not here.
Looks like the guard was a little bit wide, and so Bridget's going to try that angle back again.
Always there, Bob. Always there, Bob. Help Tim. Tim, help.
And it is running. Looks like it's on the red. So the guard will get some use, but
Oh, and she
spins
rolls over.
underneath,
There you go.
but out to exposed on the other side. Red's still sitting shot, but yellow's got 3 around them if they can get that red out of there.
And yellow has hammer, I believe, as well. So we'll see what happens with Brian's first rock. Looks like he's might trying to guard that again.
We can always rub off the red and bounce it back.
Yeah.
Hey Brian, I think it's even faster than it
So
was
looking
for
more
the
at
yesterday.
Julie and Yeager, they both like to talk about Wilmington a little bit. Well, Julie says we have all sorts of things such as an opera house, concert venue, food halls, nice restaurants, and all sorts of other good things. Dave likes to point out that they have at least 6 places where you can buy an $18 cocktail.
I can think of 2, maybe 3. All right, first skips rock over on sheet 2. Looks like they're looking to thread through that port to make a play on that back yellow.
If you're over off,
But
Just ticking off that yellow guard.
a little wide there. Leaves yellow the shot to sit on top and block that path.
All right, Brian's guard has probably,
Brian's guard was too high and too much curl, so
well, no, I mean, I think from the left hack, if you're a right-handed thrower, it's probably covered up some of the yellow rocks.
some of it,
This is when you need a lefty.
but the angle raise just requires you to hit on the outside, so you can still get this. And
All
we
right.
shall see what Jason can do.
Well, Jason has a bacon shirt on, so he's got channeling all the bacon powers right now.
Well, this is team Don't Go Bacon My Heart. Stone away. Looks
This
like
one's
it's going to
looking
make
pretty
contact, but
Oh,
little
too much.
little too thick. Knocks out the back yellow. But
But opens
now
up the
the
red.
red is open. Julie discussing the benefits of a guard versus just drawing under. Looks like with how wide they are, they're preferring the guard. Or it's more of a, they have a plan A, B, and C laid out, and they're just hoping for one of them.
Are you gonna get here?
Sweep being called on both sheets. Ryan's a little wide.
Stay with
Going
it.
to end up being a guard.
Curl side, all the way, curl side.
Ryan draws to the top 12. Still can see the good shot at getting to that back one, leaving a possible hit and stick for 3.
Oh, yeah, not crazy, but take a look from down there.
Comes Brock on sheet 2, trying to curl around, get in front of that yellow. Looks like it's going to sneak by the guard. Can it come back? Just gets on top of it. Too close to call to see which one is in first and second, but there are 4 rocks there, all kind of close together. Now Jason for his attempt to hit and stick for 3.
Yes! Count!
It's pretty good. It's going to, oh, it just curled hard at the end there. Ticks off the guard, leaving a steal of 1 for Diamond State. And 3 for yellow on sheet 2, so that last draw was far enough to get sitting and out counting the red. Ryan calling for the center guard. We're in sheet 2. It looks a little heavy. Gonna come right through the back.
All right, what fun facts do we have about the team on sheet 2? The Ardsley team, did they fill out their survey?
Let's see.
If they don't, we're going to make up some facts for them, but I can tell you now that Matt told me right before getting on the ice that his last name, Gallegos, is Spanish.
Well, that makes sense because he wrote his preferred name is Mexican Matt.
All right. Oh, that's a cool fact.
Our third met her long-lost brother at this event in 2022. Not sure if that was planned or just another curling fan.
But that's pretty awesome if the long-lost brother and the third both curl. And Matt's originally from Denver, Colorado.
Though he says nope for languages spoken.
He does not speak any language but curling.
So that's a good language. He was a member of the Mariner Curling Club. And
would like to vacation in Iceland.
And Jersey Pinelands shot just going through.
Anybody else on Matt's team fill out their survey?
Yes. Filled that out with a lot of NAs.
All right, if you fill out a survey put not applicable, we just make up facts for you.
Well, to be fair, all the fields were mandatory.
That's why we make up facts if you put not applicable. All right.
Your favorite non-curling hobby, we have tennis.
Not pickleball, but tennis. Oh wait, one of Matt's hobbies is Italian motor scooters.
I guess Vespas.
Are they Italian?
Dream job for Matt is a pro triathlete.
And his degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon are apparently through his wife, her clients, who then have a connection to Kevin Bacon. I suppose we are going to have to ask Matt what his wife does.
Here comes Bridget looking to take out, or not Bridget, Bridget sweeping.
Aaron's rock.
second.
Very nice.
Nice hit to get there, but it just spills out the back. Even Brian call an open draw to the top 12.
All right, looks like we were looking for a little finesse shot hit on sheet 2. It overcurled and jammed when it hit, and so now we're left with 2 rocks on the ring. Looks like red is shot rock though at the moment in the back 12.
Jaeger's right rock coming up a little light.
That's because he wanted Julie to put her back into it.
He does like to make her sweep. But we'll end up with a double centerline guard. We can just pretend Brian's being extra aggressive.
Aggressively playing for the steal. All right, looks like Jersey Pinelands was looking to draw on sheet 2. This might be a little bit heavy.
Yes, indeed, going out the back. Bill not even waiting for it to go there before kicking it out. The other Jersey Pinelands is now trying to draw behind Brian's center guards. Also got a fair amount of weight.
Brian frantically sweeping with his relatively new Balance Plus broom compared to his old broom, which I think was as heavy as a PVC pipe.
I think he said it was a PVC pipe.
I see. It was very heavy, and now he's got a very lightweight broom. So
That's because as a founding member of Diamond State, he learned how to play curling by skipping everyone. So he never had to sweep.
all right, a very nice draw tap to the back 12 on sheet 2. That red is still in there, but acts as a catcher for that yellow.
And on sheet 1, Jaeger just ticks the center line guard, setting up a corner guard. Dan Putnam's rock moving quite a bit. Bill trying to will it to curl a little more. But just going out the back. The other Jersey Pinelands team gets a draw to the almost tee line out in the 8 foot, leaving Brian with a hit and flop attempt.
For our 6 other viewers on the stream, if you're not here at the Philadelphia Curling Club, the cheesy potatoes are very good. Highly recommended, and you're missing out. All right, very nice hit and roll from Julie.
Rolls to the far 4 foot.
Oh, well.
Not quite buried, but good takeout nonetheless.
Well, it's kind of sort of open, but you know, we've seen a couple of rocks curl a little bit more than we thought, so Jason's going to call for a hit to try to pick it out. You also have the possibility that it jams on that back yellow depending on how you hit it.
Possible. Let's see how Bridget's stone goes. Sweep is called, but it looks like it's going to stay wide. Just chip off the corner guard that was thrown a little while ago.
All right, but Paul's sweeping it over, so it rolls over to the 12 foot. So this isn't bad. You've got, your rocks are pretty spread out. You can access shot rocks, so Brian's probably going to guard it, right? That's what
Brian's going to try to guard. Not a lot of ice for a guard. Figuring it's going to be pretty straight here.
over on
course,
sheet 2, we are all trying to draw to that back pile of rocks in the 12-foot and kind of being a little heavy, so we're going out the back.
sheet 1, Brian indicated that Julie came out a little wide, but it's going to work out pretty well for him.
Very nice guard from Julie on sheet 1. Jason might think about tapping up his yellow, is I think what he's calling.
Yeah, signaling a tap up. Although this looks like he's expecting to try to angle and take out the center shot.
Yeah, I think it's an angled run to hit that red in the 4-foot.
Certainly got a good amount of weight on it. Slowing down.
Slowing down. Got to make contact. Oh, all right, makes contact.
Makes contact and
Oh, very nice.
sits right on top of it.
Very
Looks
nice
like
shot.
the red is still shot.
But she's also opened up the draw path now for yellow, who has hammers. So
Brian will probably try to block that off, as he's indicating.
all right, over on sheet 2, I think we're still trying to draw to that pile in the back, based upon.
But
Where the
Ardsley
brim
is
is.
sitting 3 and with their skip's first rock.
Above tee. Super hurt shots are either.
All right, we heard the call on sheet 2 saying that the rock needs to be above the tee.
And it is putting on the brakes.
It is tee.
It is just above the tee line. Brian's rock is coming. Had a bit of a wobble.
I think Paul over there is trying to hang his sweatshirt on a hook that probably doesn't work.
Yeah, he's given up and put it on the scraper. This looks a little hot, but slows down to the top 12. Doing a pretty good job of blocking that draw path.
All right, over on sheet 2, we have the first of Skip's rocks from Jersey Pinelands, and it looks like it's going to be an attempt at a double on the yellows.
Well, he's not going to double his own. Dan sweeping furiously.
Oh,
Oh, just ticks off the inside and rolls out. Bad luck for Bill. Back on sheet 1, Jason, first rock, looks like he's going to try to clear the draw path.
Last call for dinner.
And it is the last call for dinner, if you want some delicious barbecue and cheesy potatoes.
I'm going to go find some more cheesy potatoes. I'll be right back. If you'd like to step in,
And Jen is going out to find some cheesy potatoes. But on sheet 1, Jersey Pinelands shot is coming in. It's going to hit the red and promote. Nope, just knock it right through the back. Little tick off the yellow, but not enough to stay in. Leaves yellow in a good spot for a promote. That rock. See if Brian's going to try to spoil that. High guard could work, or if you freeze on it, on the wrong angle. It'll prevent him from being able to use it.
I was trying to miss this.
Ryan looking to go wide here. Looks like Julie is calling for a draw to the forefoot as opposed to a guard or freeze. So Julie says either a 2 guard or a top 4, so that's quite the range.
All right, I have returned from my adventures of getting more cheesy potatoes.
I see another turmeric cookie.
The cheesy potatoes have actually moved into the same buffet chafing dish as the mac and cheese, so now they really are the same thing.
This looks like they're not going to be able to get the top 2, so they're going, or the 2 guards, so they're going for a top guard. No, but it's going to stay wide, just biting the 8-foot.
All right, hammer on sheet 2. Looks like he's going to try for a hit and stick for 1.
Dan is on the sweep.
Looks pretty good. Looks really good.
Hits
Very
and
nice.
rolls in for a nice shot of 1.
Great shot by Bill over on sheet 2 from Jersey Pinelands to make the score 3-1. All right, it looks like it's another angled raise from Jason.
Yep.
He had Bridget play a similar shot not too long ago.
This one a little closer to straight, though.
We're looking for what, third of a rock hit? Third?
He's got quite a bit of room, just depends how heavy he hits it.
Oh, I think they need a sweep.
Yes, indeed. They are just ticking off. And
Looks like it's a steal of 1 again for Diamond State.
another steal of 1.
Wait.
Third end is started on sheet 2 already.
2-3 is good.
In. 2.
Actually, 3. Let's go 3.
The line great. Sharon drop in. We want it in. Whoa.
Head straight here.
Ryan indicating a bit wide for this first guard, but looks like it will.
That looks deeper than a guard. That looks like we're in the house. Sharon's rock. Looks like it's probably going to be like top 4.
It's coming.
Top 8.
It's coming. Curled all the way back. Top 8, center line.
Pick up.
All right, over on sheet 2,
Gotta crawl off then.
Jersey Pinelands threw a guard. Looks like the Ardsley's team went in top 8. And I think the call is to come behind for the draw from Linda.
Not sure, but it is not sticking around. Jersey Pinelands on sheet 1 is also not sticking around.
3.
Definitely seems like someone greased the rocks to make them slide extra far.
Whoa, room. Wait for the break. Whoa. Now, yep.
All right, Sharon being asked to throw the same shot, it looks like.
That's good.
Same shot, but a little lighter.
Whoa.
Sheet 2, throwing the guard over the corner.
Yeah, sweet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's have it come across.
Yeah, I think that rock's coming down right on top of her old one. Probably on
It's
the outside
going to
edge.
tap and push it to the back 12.
Back 8.
Take out.
Jason calling for the takeout.
All right, over on sheet 2, Dan being asked to draw underneath their corner.
Aaron Stone looks like it is just wide and will be going through without hitting. Dan Stone just going out the back as well. Definitely
right.
seems like we sped up here.
12.
Yep.
Everybody's deep.
Top house there.
Jaeger's going for the guard now.
Yeah, I think the call was top 12 for Jaeger.
Mine's okay. All right.
All right, we've got Ardsley team
All
throwing.
the way, all the way. Hard drive, gotta go, gotta go.
Looks like they're trying to draw under the corner.
Clean, clean, whoa, whoa. Keep. Keep it coming. Oh, back eight. Back eight. Nice shot. Thank you, sweeper.
All right, Jaeger has stacked his rock on top of Sharon Miner's rock, and now we have possibility of a double if you hit it low side or high side.
Just got to hit it and not straight.
All right, well, Paul here is going to make a go for it with lots of speed. Look at that. This is a rock that Bridget is running after.
Looks like Bridget puts down English for her languages spoken, which is a nice double there.
Well, he separated, he's to the back gate.
But he
Yep.
knocked out 2 of them. Bag.
Wait, hold on.
Julie
Why is
just
there
stole a bag. Oh, it's the button bag.
Oh, that's right, because you get it if you get a double takeout. You get the bag. That's right, so that's what we just got.
Go top door.
Jaeger going for mostly a repeat of what he just threw.
Line's good. Line's great. Sharon's rock. Don't touch. Slower line out here. Slower
All right,
line.
Ardsley team looking for the hard sweep to get around the red guard to put another one in the house.
Looks like he's got pretty good. Just needs to get a little
It's good for top
further.
8, top 12. Yep.
Top 12, but sitting 3.
Yep. All right, Paul being asked to draw over here on sheet 1.
Jaeger's rock not sticking around.
A slower run from Bridget and Aaron on this rock.
Calling back 8. Looks like it might keep slipping through the ice this fast. Although it is curling, so there might be a chance of a tick. Yes, there is a tick.
Now it looks like yellow shot rock for the moment.
Keep going all the way.
On the back 8, and Brian's going to make a play on it.
All the way hard.
Asking Julie to nose it.
Further this way.
He's just
Julie signaling that she likes the out-turn curl better. We see the swap in sweepers so that Jaeger gets to hold the curl for his wife. Seems like payback on the sweeping.
and someone spilling something behind us.
Flying water bottles in the club. All right, Julie's rock. All right, Julie's rock curling hard. Julie yelling at her husband to sweep, and she makes contact, bumps it to the back 12.
Nicely put right behind their other red rock, giving them something to jam on.
All right, over on sheet 2, it looks like we have a call for a guard, possibly top 12 rock.
That looks a little deep for guard.
All right, we're looking to draw just into the pile then. That looks what we got.
It's going to be back button. Here comes Bridget.
Yes.
I think we heard a call of hack.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Bridget got into curling because she was a manager at a hockey arena, and someone came in and said, I want to start a curling club here.
Wait, so Bridget was a manager of a hockey arena before she was a teacher?
Maybe she did both.
Impressive. All right, sheet 2, looks like we've got a hit on one of the yellows, hard sweeping. They held the line, they got by the guard, and they've got one of the yellows. Good shot.
Pushed it back to the and gets it out. Still in play, but out of the rings. Julie's second rock coming hard at the yellow.
Whoa. Yes, sorry.
Looks like she's going to pick it out.
And just taps the other red, but keeps it in there. So sitting 2 for Diamond State.
Pick it out.
All right, Ardsley team guarding.
Okay. If you can,
Guarding slash top house.
Looks a little heavy for a guard again. But might be slowing down enough.
10. Hard 10. Hard 10. Yep. Help Shirley. Yep.
It is a just at the top.
All right, Bridget's rock here. Looks like it's going to pick out that red rock Julie Eager just threw. There you go.
Picks out the red.
Is it jam?
It does jam and is not quite out, but it is out of the house.
That is the best tripping hazard we have.
Well, we have tripping hazards here in the warm room. Doesn't even need a rock.
All right, how are our viewers doing? We've got 7.
7 viewers.
All right, so Brian and Julie discussing splitting the house, which is looks like what the call is. Brian's being asked to draw to the other side of the house. And over on sheet 2, looks like we're being asked maybe for a straight run of that yellow that was just thrown.
I think he's going to try to.
Looks like it's a hit, trying to clear that yellow that they just threw to open up a path to the center.
Might be able to. I can't tell if their red is buried under that top guard.
I want T-line. T-line. It's close. Awesome. What do you guys think?
Brian's rock is running.
Yes.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty good draw. Just right to the side of the button. Here comes Bill's shot. Bill's shot is curling. Looks like he's going to hit it at an angle.
All right, but he raised his red in a little bit more, so.
Yellow's still sitting 3 though.
All right, here on sheet 1, Jason has elected to play the hit. Looks like there's a lot of weight on the rock.
Oh, it jams on the back yellow. Then rolls out himself, leaving Brian the option of trying to split the house again.
And you want it where? Higher?
All right, on sheet 2 over here, we have Matt throwing what appears to be another guard.
Brian apparently in deep conversation with Julie. Looks for the top house. And on sheet 2, we have another rock at the top, making it difficult to hit anything back.
Well, red doesn't have hammer on sheet 2, so looks like they're just trying to get rid of some yellow rocks, maybe.
Hard to say. Not sure what opening up the yellow rocks does for them.
It's either that or they're trying to tap up their red.
Tapping up their red could at least cut the yellow down. Brian's shot, meanwhile, drawing in. He's going to be a little deeper than he wanted, but pretty good overall.
All right, well, it looks like Jersey Pinelands has a nose hit for 1 or a draw.
Going for the sweep. He's getting close to that guard. Misses it and taps the red up.
Oh, great shot over there by Bill to raise his red.
Cuts him down. Cuts yellow down to 2, sitting 2. Also gets it underneath the yellows to make a yellow raise more difficult.
Well, he's behind a yellow stagger, so there is no yellow raise there. So now yellow is looking like at an angled raise on its outside rock. All right, Jason electing for the draw here.
Sticking out fairly wide. Looks like it's going to be deep. Julie sweeping frantically.
All right.
But 1 red, cutting them.
And we have hammer here on sheet 2. We're maybe playing an in-off.
In-off, oh, look at that. Nice.
An in-off raise.
In-off raise for 3.
All right, great shot by Matt for that one. And they will go up 6-1 on sheet 2.
Brian calling the standard guard.
All right, sweeper's working hard on Sharon's guard.
Yeah, this way we get both Jaegers to sweep. It's just going to be over. High guard in the center line.
All right, a 1 guard, 1 center guard. Over on sheet 2, I think we're drawing into the house, anywhere in the house before the tee line is good. All right, Bill is calling for a draw down to freeze on top of the rock that was just thrown on sheet 2. And And on sheet 1, I think Aaron's being asked to draw around behind the center guard that was just thrown.
Looks like he'll have no trouble getting around the guard. Turns out to be a pretty nice draw around, sitting top 4. Just edge a button.
Is that on the button for the baby bag? Or they already have it?
Brian pointing to the button bag.
The button bag changing sides. Oh, from one team to the other there.
Brian calling for the, I believe this is just a heavy draw. Coming around. Calling for the sweep. Gonna just hit it on the outside, pushing it back and through.
All right, great hack weight shot from Sharon on that.
On sheet 2, we have drawing for a guard here.
No, they're going on top of their own yellow. Looking for getting to there.
Right to the button.
All right, Bill is asking for a hit on the yellows. There is a double there.
Should be.
Aaron's rock
Just
just
misses.
narrowly missing the rock there.
Jersey Pinelands calling for the sweep right out of hand. Looks like it still needs to curl a little bit.
There we go. Now it's moving. Nice shot. Got rid of one of them.
Got rid of one, jammed. The rock stays in play, but out of the rings, or I guess it must have hit the wall.
All right, Julie working hard with Sharon on Jaeger's rock. Looks like
it's
it's
got
all
enough.
there.
Brian staring at it.
Well, that looks
And
like another bag switch.
Another button.
Another bag switch. I think Brian has now stolen the bag from the other sheet. I'm not entirely sure you're supposed to do that, but okay.
I think there's only one button bag, and they have to get it amongst the 4 of them.
Oh, I thought it was one per sheet. It's much more juicy if you have to steal it from the other sheet.
Yes, but it makes it a disadvantage if you end your game early.
Also true.
Here comes Paul with a hit. Chugging right along. The stick curlers always have fun with the hits.
All right, the draw on sheet 2, just short of touching top button, so the button bag will stay where it is.
And Paul
Getting a double, so the
Double.
button bag stays where it is, but goes to the other team.
button bag going to Paul for the double. Brian calling the hit. Jersey Pinelands missing the hit on sheet 2.
Brian calling for hack weight from ear on this hit. Brian is not wearing his Skips call shirt, where he can just point to a section on the shirt to tell you what he's calling for weight-wise.
Brian loves to make shirts. That's how he raises money for Diamond State.
Eager making contact and getting that yellow out. Shooter rolling out at the same time.
House is now open. We have Ardsley drawing on top of the other 2 yellows for a bit of a stagger.
All right, Dan going to be asked to run.
It's going
and
to
get
try
rid
to
of as
blow
many
it up.
rocks. All right, Paul being asked to draw here on sheet 1.
Ooh, Dan's rock looks like it's taken off. A lot of weight, but will it come back?
Oh man, it just does not come back.
Looks like it might.
Get a piece
And
of
it does.
There you go. Oh, very nice. He's moving all the rocks.
Moving all the rocks. Got one to the edge of the button, or I'm sorry, the edge of the rings.
Getting a little separation on the yellows as well.
Copy. Copy. Okay.
All right, what cool facts do we have about the Jersey Pinelands team on sheet 2 that we can share with our viewers?
Let's see. We have Dan Putnam facts.
All right. So Dan Putnam is pitching the Bonspiel, and Linda Doppler, who is the queen of making gift baskets. Oh, that's right. So are we good? Does that mean we're going to have the Bonspiel this year? We haven't had it in the last couple of years after Jersey Pinelands moved ice facilities.
Well, he's making no promises, but he's definitely saying you should get the raffle baskets.
All right. Well, if you have never heard of the Bonspiel, it is a one-day point spiel that hosted by Jersey Pinelands in the summer. It is a fantastic event. And Linda is correct that the gift bags are amazing. They're usually something in the neighborhood of 24 gift bags that you can enter raffle tickets for, and the gift bags are a range of items, sporting tickets and fun things like that, to liquor, to spa and self-pampering type goodies. So definitely something to check out if you are looking for some curling in the summer.
But the fun thing with the raffle bags is that they look amazing.
Yeah, they're very fancy. They get the cellophane and they get the heat gun out and they package them all up in a really pretty way. I don't think we've ever won on the gift bags, have we?
We've only ever won at
Bucks with
at
that
Bucks.
With that portable grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, the desktop portable grill. If anyone wants a desktop portable grill, let Paul or myself know, because we have one that we are willing to give away.
I told him to sell me a ticket that would lose. It's the only time I've ever said that, and of course, that is the only time I've ever won.
Oh, that's right, because you put all our raffle tickets in. All right, over on sheet 2, we have another yellow coming down on top of the pile. Getting a little bit of a stagger going.
Looks like yellow's sitting 4.
I'm not sure if that yellow is out counting that red, but Bill's going to make a play on the one that's open. And now Jason over here is going to make a play on the red that is in the top 12/8.
Pinelands sweeping frantically on sheet 2.
Rock over curling just a hair, but
Making
getting a double.
And making...
All right, Bill's got a sweep harder.
Not quite out.
Oh, that would have caused a bag to have to switch sides if that was the case.
The other Jersey Pinelands also making their hit.
Nice shot from Bridget.
So according to Dan, he watched curling for a minute or two in 2010 and thought it was stupid and boring. Then he watched again and couldn't figure out what was going on, and then said in 2018, man, this looks like an easy sport. He has been regretting his life choices ever since.
I see. Well, we have a lot of people who filled out the survey saying that they thought it looked easy on television, and that's what prompted them to try. So
Dan is also a retiring ophthalmologist.
that's right, he is. He had to practice in New Jersey for many years.
He has also mentioned that he was blacklisted at Broomstones for drinking at the fire pit.
I wasn't aware that you could get blacklisted for that, but now I know.
Apparently it was excessive drinking.
Oh, I see. All right, Brian coming up a little bit short here with his, well, it might have been a guard, it might have been a draw, but it overcurled, and now we've got double center staggered.
Ooh.
Ardsley team coming in with a rock right underneath for top 8,
top
8
8.
foot top 4, and Bill's going to ask for the hit on that again, with Mary Alice putting down the broom and calling line.
Looks like
Oh, this is important. Did you notice Bridget's shirt matches her broom head?
I did not notice.
Yeah, they're both green, and her fancy hardline broom is also green. I am going to wager a guess that Bridget's favorite color is green.
That'd probably be a good guess. Bridget is always popular at St. Patrick's Day.
This is true.
Jason throwing, definitely not going to have to worry about those center line guards.
Now looks like it's going to be
Running a little hot. No, it's slowing. It's gonna slow, and T-line weight, yes, just under T-line.
Okay.
Mostly covered, partially covered by Brian's top center line guard, but he's gonna go for that probably hack weight hit.
All right, Jersey Pinelands, Bill's first rock over curling slightly.
Opens up the center yellows though.
Yep. All right, Julie putting the broom down for Brian. Looks like it's probably a hack weight, maybe hack weight kind of hit. That's what it looks like the call is.
You'll notice that Diamond State likes to call the handle for the curl regardless of whether or not it is obvious, because in Diamond State you tend to have to curl in both directions because the ice does unexpected things.
All right, we hear Julie yelling for curl from her sweepers as Yeager frantically tries to curl it, but it looks like that rock is just going to hang out there.
Hangs out and chips out a tripping hazard in the back.
There is one other tripping hazard that Brian has already tripped over, that yellow that is straddling the back line. All right, yellow on sheet 2, putting another one in the pile.
Pile now consisting of 3 rocks that are right next to the 4-foot.
All right, Bill with hammer. What is he going to play? He has a draw to the side button.
The draw is likely necessary because the hit on the top 2 will jam, leaving him not shot rock. Hitting on the outside of the yellow, it's probably going to lose the shooter.
It looks like he's looking for a hit. And over here on sheet 1, Jason is drawing for 2. And I think he makes it. So now we have a 3-2 game, with the first deuce being posted on the scoreboard by the Jersey Pinelands. It's time for the 4th end break. Oh wait, we don't do 4th end breaks here.
I think it's time for the 4th end cookie.
I already ate my cookies.
We got that little cookie dish thing.
You mean my attempt at a Reese's cup with Reese's Pieces on top? All right, hammer on sheet 2. Bill with a control weight hit.
It is coming in. Coming in.
No, I thought it was a control weight hit. I guess it's more like a draw.
But he rolls out.
Ooh.
And it looks like a
Steal of 2?
steal of at least 2.
I think it's 2.
Looks like 2, but yes, they're giving the 2. Aaron's first rock is a guard in between the center line and the 4-foot. Brian looking for a guard on the opposite side.
Because we learned yesterday that Brian likes his lead to throw as many guards as possible. Right, Steve? Brian Hufe likes to have his lead calls as many guards as possible.
Jen is trying to get participation from the audience, but I think the audience is asleep.
It's late on a Friday for people that are old as us.
We have another guard, and it looks like Jason is calling for building the wall of guards. Aaron's guard is away. Bridget calling it heavier than last.
Yes.
After 4, we have about 46 minutes left on the clock.
Okay.
And successful guard. Brian is calling to draw around to the top 4.
All right, we got a hit call over on sheet 2. Linda throwing a hit at that yellow in the top 12.
The rock coming back, and looks like it's going to be a little bit wide. Sharon's rock getting the call for the line.
Yeah, line, all the way line.
It is coming back, coming around, and just taps. But that works out for them because it's a little hot otherwise. Ends up T-line in the outer wing.
Let's take out. Hard 10, Nip. Hard 10. Hard 10. Hurry.
All right, Paul being asked to throw a takeout. This will not be a double because there's only one red.
Yes.
A little hard to throw a double when there's only one.
But this looks very nice. Maybe you got a little roll. Yep, a little roll. Very nice shot.
Not quite buried, but in the right direction for it.
Back. Back.
Can you guess what Bridget's favorite food is?
Green eggs and ham.
No, soft pretzels, a stadium favorite.
I see.
Yep.
Jaeger's rock coming around. Looks like it will just hit the nose of the yellow.
And roll slightly under. Very nice shot from Jaeger.
Same way, Paul.
Working our way slowly into the undercover region.
All right, Paul being asked to throw another hit. And over on sheet 2, I think it's also a hit.
Yes.
Whoa! Whoa! Sweep! Whoa! Sweep! Whoa!
Paul's rock curling in. It's going to be on the guard. But the guard hits off the red and ends up in the rings.
If it hangs out, we split it. Yes! Yes! T-line.
All right, we have a call for what appears to be a hit over on sheet 2.
Hard! Got room. We only. Yeah. I think it's going to be free today.
All right, Jaeger with a nice guard on that red rock. A little over curl. You can see maybe 3/4.
Is on the touching the 8-foot.
Never ever. Never ever. Need control.
Control.
All right, it looks over on sheet 2. Maybe a hit on that yellow. Oh, no, it's a hit on its own yellow. All right, another call for a hit over on sheet 2 from Dan Putnam. Do we have any fun facts about Lisa or Mary Alice on the survey from Jersey Pinelands? Or were they non-survey filler outers?
Let's see. Which club were they at?
Jersey Pinelands?
Oh, no.
They are non-survey filler outers. All right, that's just...
Dan is the only survey filler outer of the closers.
That is unfortunate. Any other folks from the Ardsley team?
Oh, wait, no. There's another Jersey Pinelands stuck in here that I didn't
Tracy,
see.
but she's not here today.
Tracy, and we have Bill.
Oh, we have Bill. Okay, what can you tell me about Bill?
Let's see. Bill speaks a little bit of French.
All right.
That's exciting. Let's see. So apparently Bill makes his own bacon. He says he'll eat any bacon, but he's very picky about when making his own. It should be firm but not crispy, allowing the bacon to gently bend like a well-done slice of pizza. I think Bill is a little poetic about his bacon.
Do you remember the bacon case that we had?
And
Oh,
it's
we
like
got a hit. Getting rid of a bunch of red, or at least moving
if it
them
goes out,
around.
almost a double, not quite.
All right, that's like half a bag.
All that in a bag of chips.
All right. Brian calling for another guard, it looks like.
Apparently, Bill Mackenzie has had his bacon called the Mackenzie flop if it's got the perfect balance of firm and folded.
We may have to ask Bill to guest appear in the kitchen. I'm curious about this Mackenzie flop he speaks of.
Whoa! Let it girl.
Yes!
Oh, it looks like Julie was asked to hit the yellow.
Whoa!
Nice hit by Julie.
Red now sitting, looks like 2. Bridget getting a hit in, or calling a hit for Jason.
No!
We have a draw on sheet 2 happening. Trying to get around that yellow.
Bill has come out to help sweep.
Always important to have the sympathy sweeping.
All right, Jason with the hit on sheet 1.
Looks plenty heavy. Little wide. Is it going to hang out there?
I think so with that weight.
No, it's coming back. Hits and spills out.
Oh, well, yeah, that looks like it spilled out. Doesn't look like a bite.
Still in play, but out of the rings.
All right, yellow calling for a draw. A draw or guard on sheet 2?
Sheet 2 looks like it's a draw. Draw through a port.
All right, Brian here making a play on this yellow, hoping that it doesn't jam on the red in the back.
Be good to hit just on the inside to chip the yellow out to the side and roll in with the shooter. Ardsley Rock coming in on sheet 2. Sweeping hard.
Looks like it's going to tick that top yellow and 12 foot.
Yeah.
All right.
Sits on top of it, just make it clear it's out counting those red. Here comes Brian. Called hack out of hand. Julie's been yelling. It's not to be, unfortunately.
Right.
Over curls and goes through.
Jersey Pinelands now with the opportunity to draw under the staggered centers.
I think they may be trying.
It looks like a draw under the staggered centers.
Yes, it does.
Seems hot to me.
All right.
Bridget calling it a little hot. Sweepers seem to disagree. It is going to be pretty close to the button. It's top red. Good draw. Mostly covered up.
All right.
Leaves Brian to
Chase it down.
chase it down. Conferring about who is second shot. Stick around later tonight for the 9 o'clock draw, where we have Trader versus Johnson and Johnson versus Glessner.
Do you think we're ever going to have Johnson versus Johnson?
If they both win, it will be Johnson Johnson.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Julie looking at the run back for the red.
All right, we're going to play the angled run on sheet 1 for a potential of 3? No, 2.
2.
2.
But this is not hammer, so Jersey Pinelands still getting the opportunity after this. Brian's rock hanging out.
Wait, this is Brian's second rock. This is hammer. This is the 5th end.
Oh,
Yes.
you are correct.
Oh, right over the top.
Over the top.
All right, we are all tied up after 5 ends on sheet 1.
Well, it looks like Bridget's taking another look at those 2 outer things, and Julie is putting her broom down. If Bridget was sneaky, she'd kick Julie's broom into the rock, because if your broom hits, you lose the measure.
That is true. You are not supposed to put your broom on the ice. Julie cooling down the measuring stick in the back before bringing it out. All right, red over on sheet 1. It looks like it's drawing for potentially 2. No, wait, potentially 1.
Just drawing against 2. Looks like it's going to come up short, though, and that is handshakes on sheet 2.
All right, Gallegos winning on sheet 2, but this does mean that sheet 1 will get the button bag as they're going to continue playing.
That means Gallegos will play tomorrow at 1:30, whereas Mackenzie will be going to AW2, which plays tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Against the fake Cape Cod team of Ian Alexander.
Ian Alexander from Philadelphia got to take over the team spot after the Cape Cod team all came down with a case of COVID.
Did we actually know that was COVID, or they were just ill? All right, well, the Cape Cod team couldn't make it due to illness, and Ian with Lisa Carasola, Jake Plotcher, and Trish Slater came in at the last minute with the team. So they'll be playing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. All right, Aaron being asked to throw what appears to be a center guard. And
Diamond State with 31 minutes left on the clock.
they should be able to get their 8 ends in. They just started the 6th. And arena curlers know how to play fast, right? Because they pay by the hour, so it should be good.
They pay by the hour, but 6 ends is a very common game.
How does it work here? Clock plus 1 more?
Clock and finish the end.
Oh, okay.
This is not the Bucks County rules.
All right, applause in the warm room for the teams that just came off the ice.
We can win this game when we win that goddamn big one.
Sharon's Rock going to be a tight guard.
Tight 3 guard. Jason's probably going to ask for the draw. Come around. Yep.
Rock is coming around.
This one might actually raise their own yellow.
Does look like it's going to hit on the nose.
All right, sweep hard, sweep hard, sweep hard. All right, we've got the aggressive steal setup going on sheet 1
Well, it's-
by the Jersey Pinelands team, who does not have hammer, so is embracing the steal game.
Brian trying to draw around.
All right, do we have any other fun facts on the Jason, Bridget, Paul, Aaron team of Don't Go Bacon My Heart?
Let us see. Apparently, whoever put this entry in is too big to read. Mary Cly.
Oh, that was the other Jersey Pinelands team. All right, a nice back 12. Stick around in the back 12 from Sharon.
So Aaron likes camping on Cape Cod in the spring or fall. Perhaps she'd like curling at Cape Cod.
In the summer. All right, Erin is her dream vacation. Oh, whoa, that was her dream vacation. All right, her random fact about the Jersey Pinelands. And they provide learn to curls for a few hundred people every year. All right.
Aaron's favorite food is steak and potatoes.
Sweep hard. Sweep hard is what we're being told. Very nice to come around.
Can you guess what Jason's favorite food is?
Bacon.
It is bacon.
That's good. He and Bill Mackenzie need to demonstrate Jersey Pinelands baking making prowess after their skiing.
Well, I see that Jason has been enrolled several times in the Bacon of the Month Club.
That's interesting.
There are gourmet bacon packs such as thick, seasoned slices of bacon, whether BBQ rubs, spicy pepper, and other type things.
2 of the people on the team have indicated that if they were going to have any superpower, they would want the power of telekinesis. Now, One of them said the ability to stop time. That is Doctor Strange's power, no? Or one of Doctor Strange's powers?
Doctor Strange?
Yeah, isn't the guy that Benedict Cumberbatch plays on the movies?
I don't remember him stopping time.
Well, he does something with time. Somebody will tell me what he does because I have very bad recollection of...
He has time loops.
All right, T-Mac would like us to know that his bacon number is infinite. I would like to know, does that mean you can eat infinite number of slices of bacon or something else?
I think he's referring to Kevin Bacon.
Ooh.
And that is not possible because he knows people in this Bonspiel whose Kevin Bacon number is 1.
Ah, all right. Sweep being called here.
Looks like they are going to promote the red for Diamond State.
Let's
But
go just angle in. That's all right.
Now
That makes
we
the
have-
run back pretty much not there now.
But now they have an angle takeout. Run back takeout to that side. I smell
right.
popcorn.
Only you would know what popcorn smells like this far away. All right, Brian is going to try, I think, to make a play on that angled run that you just saw.
And Jaeger winding up for it.
All right, we've got Jaeger adding a little extension there for some extra weight.
Lots of weight. Is it going to curl back?
It's moving.
Yes,
It's
go.
moving. Ooh,
Oh,
it just moved
called
very
sweep
hard.
too late there.
Really hard.
Oh, but he
Oh,
manages to
and
and
stuffs it.
stuffs it.
And stuffs it. All right, so Jersey Pinelands now with an opportunity to
That's set up for the steal.
put one in the house. Or they could get rid of that red in the top 12 and flop under their guard, or they can come in the other side. Lots of options here. Looks like he's gonna ask for the draw underneath, coming in on the outturn side.
So apparently we have one person who said they were 0 degrees from Kevin Bacon, indicating that they actually were Kevin Bacon.
At one point in their life. Maybe they dressed up as Kevin Bacon for Halloween. That could give you a Kevin Bacon number of 0.
That is a player on the Cooking with Bacon Grease team of Buck
Oh,
Scout.
all right, look at this. This one's looking real nice. Sweep hard, keep going. Sympathy sweep from the skip coming out. Yep. Let's go, guys. Very
And they are
nice.
sitting 2.
1-2, all right.
Mr. Hufe is going to consider the hit.
All right, he's going to come inside out on this one.
He's going to have to stay on top of this because it will curl at the end.
Also known as diving towards the boards at this club, but that's all right.
Julie throws the thing. It is a little narrow on these. Oh,
Jumped off the center line, but
and it is curling. It is curling, but I think he's made it past the. She's made it past the guard. Just
yes,
barely.
Very nice. With a nice little roll at the end. Very nice. All right, well, Jason can come the other way now on this hit.
The hit is pretty open.
And then flop under the line of yellow rocks that are there. Looks like that's what he's going to ask Bridget to do.
Just have to be careful. If he over curls, he's going to take out his own.
Well, that's what your sweepers are for.
Bridget, sweep called.
It's got a lot of weight on this one.
It's not curling in yet.
Well, it's moving right there.
It's
Come on,
gonna be close.
sweepers.
Gonna be close.
Come on,
Gonna be
sweepers.
close. Oh, and
Oh.
it tacks and ticks their own out. Brian running frantically to try to sweep something. The important thing is he didn't fall.
This is very important. Do not fall on the ice. It is slippery, it is cold, and it is hard.
Fun fact about Brian, he lives in an area of Delaware that Pennsylvania used to claim as its own.
And then rejected it and didn't want it anymore and gave it to us?
No, the Supreme Court actually said, no, that's Delaware, not Pennsylvania.
Huh. What case was that?
Delaware versus Pennsylvania.
Really?
Yes.
And when was this decided?
1923, I think.
Huh. Have we had any land disputes with Maryland?
I don't know if Maryland wanted the wedge as well.
All right, well, you've heard it here, folks. Delaware land is a hot commodity. All right, this is a guard from Julie. Looks like it's going to be a very nice guard. Maybe overcurls a hair, maybe shows half a rock.
But that's okay because that makes a pretty tight little hole for him.
Well, he just needs to throw like back 8 and tap it back a little bit. He doesn't have hammer. He just needs to get something that sticks in the house that's hard to remove.
Fun fact about from Jaeger is that all the other team members are board members at Diamond State.
He used to be a board member.
Oh wait,
at
no, that's a fun fact from Julie.
Yes, because her husband is a board member at Diamond State.
Yes, Julie did not want to be a board member and made her husband do it instead.
I think I've tried to get you to do that too. It doesn't seem to work nearly as well for me though.
That's because I make sure people know that I don't actually want to be a board member. Julie also said that she did a Learn to Curl in Philadelphia in 2002, but found the membership fee to be ridiculous.
And this is why Julie's now a member of Bucks.
Where the membership fee is also ridiculous, but she's addicted at this point.
This is true. All right, Jason being asked to play what appears to be probably a back 8. Back 4, back 8 weight shot. No, this is heavier than that maybe. No.
Bridget calling the sweep. It is curling. This is going to tick off the guard.
All right, well, it's opened it up. That's all right. It has opened things up to get to shot rock.
It looks like Diamond State's sitting 2, maybe 3.
I think they're sitting 3.
We have 1, 2 rocks. This is Brian's first. Julie grew up in Kickapoo, Illinois, a town of 600.
Huh.
She was 2.5 hours from Chicago and 2.5 hours from St. Louis.
I see. I had no idea that Julie was from Illinois.
Julie wanted the superpower of teleportation. She is impatient.
I too would like the power of teleportation.
Jaeger's superpower is to be able to throw takeouts every time.
I see. Did it have to be accurate takeouts?
Yes, he did specify accurate.
Oh, well.
That's what makes it a superpower.
I
He could
see.
just throw it hard every time anyways.
This is true. All right, Jaeger going to work here.
No.
Looking
They're calling off. It's hot.
Well,
He
it's
wanted
in the house.
a guard, but it's not going to be a guard.
This is in the house.
Top house,
Top 8.
top 4.
Top 4. No, that's not bad.
It's not a bad shot.
It covers up 3/4 of the rock.
If Jersey Pinelands can manage to draw underneath it, that would be probably their best shot.
Yep.
Make it very hard to get out of there, especially if they could just draw to that back one, tap and roll over to the right.
Well, they just need to get on the inside of it, and they'll be fine.
Well, that's what happens when you tap and roll to the right.
I mean, they could also sit on the outside edge because you really can't get to the inside nose of that red that Brian just threw. There is no run that way. So sitting outside edge is okay as well. And then if Brian's going to play a hit on it, it's not going anywhere. So.
Well, outside edge, Brian could still play a hit on it. It would need to be a heavy hit, and depends on how frozen it was.
All right, the game of downforce that was behind us has now ended. Perhaps it was a homage to the F1 race in Las Vegas that has been called off because of a manhole cover that has caused lots of issues. This looks a little light.
It's gonna gonna touch the top one.
All right, so we're probably out counting the other two. Okay, all right.
So that cuts, looks like at least 2 for Diamond State, 3 if Brian can draw in.
Yep.
Full 8. Okay.
All right. They will finish this end and the next end. So it looks like we'll get 7 ends in on sheet 1.
Yes,
Right.
they have 16 minutes left, and it's possible that they could get the next end done in 16 minutes, but they will have to move with some alacrity. Brian's throw going in. He has got enough, he's certainly wide enough for it.
That
Looks a little heavy.
Weight's got to come off.
Weight's got to bleed. Nope, nope, nope. Nope,
All right,
this is not
Bridget's
happening.
here ready to power sweep. All right, 2 red on sheet 1 as we go into the 7th and potentially last end.
Score is Diamond State 5, Jersey Pinelands 3, with Jersey Pinelands having hammer and likely being the last end. Question is, will we get skips rocks?
There's nothing like ending a game on Skips Rocks. Just ask. Who? I believe it was,
Well, Craig McKinley was the one who won.
no. Wasn't it John Epping who won on Skips Rocks in one of the Grand Slam of curling events earlier this year? And people were kind of disappointed that a Grand Slam of curling event would end on Skips Rocks instead of an extra end.
Well, they do have television to keep in consideration.
Yes, we who are not supported by any ad sponsors or other television broadcast media rights can, in fact, have our draws go as long as possible. All right, that looks like they are calling Sharon's rock a hog rock and moving it off the sheet.
Aaron's rock is coming. This one is definitely not going to hog.
All right, good job by the sweepers, recognizing when to sweep. We've got a 1 guard from Aaron, slightly off the center line.
Brian calling for the draw in on Sharon behind the guard.
Sharon's rock coming in. Looks like it's got some weight on it.
Got some legs. Jason will try to sweep it out the back. And it just sticks around,
And it's shot rock for the moment.
giving Brian another thing to trip over.
Only the best for the skips.
Aaron's second rock. Going a little wider.
All right, I am reminded that the GNCC Men's Senior Bonspiel is going on this weekend over in Pittsburgh as well.
Question about bacon numbers from T-Mac. A bacon number is how closely connected you are to Kevin Bacon.
So if you are Kevin Bacon, you get a bacon number of 0.
If you know Kevin Bacon, you have a bacon number of 1. If you know someone who knows Kevin Bacon, that's a Bacon number of 2.
I don't know if I know anybody who knows Kevin Bacon.
Well, there's certainly some people in the Harvest Bonspiel who claim to know him.
All right, we have a nice come around here by Jaeger.
And just biting the top bait.
Drawing.
Jaeger acknowledging the praise from his skip. Oh, Bacon numbers on ice. I have not heard of Bacon numbers on ice.
Yes.
All right, this draw from Paul looking very nice. Sweeper's working on it, trying to get it there. Looks like we're just a little short of the house, but that's a very usable rock.
Hard. Work. Now it's drawing again. Drawing off the side.
Brian choosing to draw in from the other side. See if it can come back against the boards. Jaeger letting go. Rock looks like a little wide. But let's see if the icy frostiness of this.
All right, Jaeger's rock goes out the back. So we're asking for a raise of the yellow.
T-line.
We have Link from Broomstones. All right, Paul here with the raise. They called back 4 out of the release. That looks a little heavier than back 4.
But it looks pretty good for that raise because it's
Yeah,
going
on
to
angle.
bump. Oh, it just gets
Over the top.
right over the top of that red. Sitting
right.
second shot though.
All right, and its shooter sticks around in the outside 12, which
Could
may be
play.
helpful because it outcounts, I think, that back red, right?
It does look pretty close.
All right.
Draw top 4.
All right, Julie being asked to draw.
Jaeger's favorite food is marked down as Julie's Jambalaya. So some alliteration of the Cajun sort.
All right, keep coming.
They're calling light. It's coming in though. It's coming in. Good sweeping by the sweepers here. Just going to get it in there and full 8.
Now you. 2.
Let's see if Jersey Pinelands goes for the double.
I think they're just going for the straight hit. I don't know if they're going to go for a double, although they might get it if it overcurls.
Bridget's rock is out of hand.
A little wide, it needs to come back.
Needs to come back. I'm not sure it's going to at that weight. Doesn't look like it's coming back.
All right.
That gives Julie a chance to throw a guard in front of hers.
That or tap up. Yep, the
Brian's
calls.
gone for the tap.
T. T back 4.
All right.
Calling for T-weight, which would tap it to the top 4.
They may get an eighth end. Looking at the clock.
They have almost 8 minutes left.
Roll. Each curl.
It helps to play takeouts if you want more time on the clock.
All right, yeah.
That is true.
All right, Julie's rock coming in.
It looks pretty good for that promote.
Yeah, we're getting a nice angled promote there.
That
from
buries
Julie.
it and sits second shot as well.
There is a double. I don't
There's
know
a double. It's a
It's a very makeable double.
it's also one that they could end up rolling over the top of the second shot.
Well, if they roll over the top, well, which way were you going to play the double?
If you go right to left,
As opposed to left to right?
if you go left to right, you can't hit the left rock first. The left rock is deeper.
It's deeper than the right rock? That's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
But they're going for the right rock, and it is curling heavy.
They may get a double.
They may.
Oh,
Oh,
nope, it's nose.
nose hit.
All right. Nose hit from Bridget. Brian's
Even
probably
Brian
gonna-
to consider hitting it back. They have 6.5 minutes to start their next end.
Nose it. Roll.
The Broomstones team investigating because I believe they play the winner of this game tomorrow.
The winner of this game plays the winner of the game on sheet 2 that has just ended.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Tomorrow at 1:30.
Winners play at 1:30.
All right, we are joined by Martha O'Connor.
Control weight hit going on. It needs some sweeping here.
Gonna get on the.
It's going to come and curl back to the inside.
Inside edge, little roll.
Little roll.
Okay.
Still leaves a double possible, but even makes it a little difficult to hit the double and be first shot.
Jason's rock. Got a lot of weight on it.
Heading out.
Floating a little bit.
Needs to squat down a little bit so we can see, because that's the most important thing. Looks like he's going to nose it, though.
Yeah, but gets that one on. Oh, stuffs it on the back.
Stuffs it in the back.
Stuffs it in the back.
So red is still currently sitting 2.
But we will get an 8th end
4 minutes to go.
for 2 rocks to be played.
Depends how long Brian can stand there.
Well, let's not do that.
I'm not sure they are aware of the clock.
No, looks like they're going to come in the other way.
Looking at possibly promoting the red run back bump.
Oh, that yellow is pretty raisable too, that Jason left his rock, so.
Yes.
All right, looks like they are going to maybe play guard.
I think they're going to try to guard the yellow. Because Jason needs, or doesn't absolutely need, but pretty close to needs to get the 2 here. Otherwise, he's going to be 1 down without hammer.
The aggressive steal game will come into play.
We've got 3 minutes left. Does the rules say when the what end you're in?
All right, let's see. Usually it's when the rocks come to a rest. That's considered the end of the end. As opposed to when you throw the first rock of the next end.
Looks like more than that here.
Looking at the official program book.
Ryan's rock is going to be a high guard. Pretty good spot. Little over
All right,
curl.
well, the actual rule book does not help because it says all matches will be 8 ends. So
They forgot to update the rules from last year.
the answer is I don't know.
Right.
But there's a good thing that Sean, I believe, is somewhere around here, and we can ask him.
Sean's over there. He is waiting by the door to tell them if they get the next end in or not.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
But they have 2 minutes, so they could end up getting the next end, the first rocks thrown within that anyways.
Yep. All right. Looks like it's a draw. Draw to the full 8 to maybe cut them down to 1, maybe for a piece of the 4.
If they can grab the 4 foot, they could get they could score 1, or they could promote that yellow. If it overcurls, that yellow is promotable.
Looks like it's overcurling.
It looks like the yellow promote is what they're going to try for. Very nice.
All right, great shot for 1
Great
from
shot
Jersey
for
Pinelands,
1
and we will have an 8th end. All right.
They are preparing for the 8th end. Yellow the score is 5-4 Diamond State, and Diamond State has hammer.
Coming home in the 8th. With 1:07 left on the clock for Erin to get off her first rock.
Center guard called. It appears that Sean has disappeared now that it's clear that they are going to get all 8 ends in.
Sean, as the Bonspiel organizer,
He basically lives here for the next 2 days.
what time is the next draw officially supposed to start?
9 o'clock.
All right, so we got plenty of time. It's only 8:35 p.m.
Looks like we might be a little light here.
All right, sympathy sweep has come out. Everyone's looking, working, keep going. And it is a good team shot for I don't know, do you call that a quarter guard?
Quarter guard.
Quarter guard when it's that high up?
It's still 1 guard. I think a quarter guard would be if it got in play before the head
No, I
hog
think
line.
they call those half guards when they are literally just over. So I believe Lisa Weigels at one time said the half guard is the hardest rock to throw because it's dangerously close to hogging it. Ooh, that rock just took a
That
ride.
just took off, and we may end up with a rock in play that is not over the hog line.
All right, that rock may have picked on the ice. Okay, Jason calling for a guard.
Aaron's second shot here.
All right, Link Heifer from Broomstone's behind us is looking for people to bet on the score for this end. I'm not actually sure we're allowed to do betting in Pennsylvania without a license.
We don't talk about that.
All right then. All right, nice T-line weight from Aaron. Brian's gonna try to get it hit and flop from Sharon on this one.
Sharon sporting the pink headband that was acquired during Arena Nationals.
Yeah, it's a nice piece of headgear, protective headgear. It's got a little bump on the back from plastic and
Protects you if you fall backwards.
pretty popular. All right, her rock's coming down.
Sweeping hard. It's close. Gonna be close.
Looks like we're gonna just tap it back a little.
And the roll.
All right, nice shot, Sharon.
Good shot by Sharon. Julie trying in vain to clean her broom head.
Julie may want to purchase a new broom head from Gary at Brooms Up, who is out in the parking lot. If you are in need of any new curling equipment, Gary is here today and tomorrow. That's right. And he always has nice goodies.
Anything you need for your curling needs,
He will either have or can acquire.
so long as it's not a hard line.
This is true. Luckily, Julie, I believe, throws with a gold line broom, of which Gary has plenty of broom heads. In fact, I think we bought a gold line capture piece from him not too long ago. All right, Sweeper's working on this one. Skip coming out for the sympathy sweep.
And it is just short of the house.
But in a usable position.
Very tappable rock.
All right, Brian calling for, I think, is probably a draw, I think. Let's see. Could be a guard.
I think he said a 2.
Well, I don't think this is a 2.
Now they're calling 3-4, which
No, this
would
is
be
heavier
just
than that.
touching.
Let's heavier than that. This was like 2. Oh, well. It's like molasses out there. There we go.
There we go. That is
A 4.
4.
All right. There is a double.
It's also a very usable rock.
Jason may try to thread that port again and draw down on top.
Or he may
Just a
just
little
try
bump.
running the yellow straight back.
No, I think he's looking for backline little bump. That's what he called for. Yep, calling backline.
Is he trying to thread that port?
Yep. I will say from the throwing end, your skip trying to make a backline motion can sometimes be difficult to figure out what that means. All right. Now we're on the red on the top, which nose hit on that.
Still a
Leaves
good
yellow
shot.
with a raisable rock.
He's got 2 raisable rocks. Brian could consider knocking them both out.
No, I don't think he's thinking that. I think he's thinking a guard.
Two guard, a middle guard. Jaeger throwing, it's a little lighter. Julie thinks it's a guard. Still looks pretty good for a guard.
All right, looks like it's going to settle in as a 3 guard.
Not bad. The stagger makes it hard to.
Well, he's covered the hole.
It's covered the hole, and it's hard to really get to that inner yellow now.
Well, they're going to try to play the angled raise. I guess nobody wants to draw on the other side.
They have kind of gotten a little tunnel sight on this side. I mean, they have played it, so they know it better, but with your third here, it may be a good time to start trying to find out what that other side does.
Well,
But
they've got a steal, so I think they're going to try to do this raise to perhaps sit shot.
that's got a fair amount of weight on it. Looks pretty good. Just got to curl a little bit more.
Go, go, go.
No, not curling enough and gonna go over the top.
Just hit it a little too thin. But does stick around in the back, biting the 12.
Brian electing to draw on that other side.
It's a good time to find out what the outturn side of the sheet is doing in the 8th end.
And it is still possible to draw to shot rock from this side. Julie demonstrating the over-the-shoulder broom delivery.
Also putting Eager hard to work.
But it looks like it's going to be a pretty good shot.
Yep, they just got to keep going. Make it touch paint.
It's not going to touch paint, but it does make it hard for the Jersey team to draw that same line.
Yeah, that line is difficult to get to now. I think if you're Jersey Pinelands, you've got 3 rocks left. You need to start thinking about how you're going to get in to be friends with that red in the back of the button. All right, Jason calling for appeal on some of these guards. Opening up a draw path, looks like.
Bridget coming out.
Lots of weight.
Lots of weight. It's gonna hit something.
Gotta make some granite fly. Oh, this looks like we're gonna nose on the, well, no, high side
outside.
red. Oh.
Knocks the yellow across to the other side.
Still sticks around.
Still sticks around. Brian was sweeping behind the rock for some reason.
I think he was trying to make it slide out upwards. I'm not sure there, but
I think that rock is also out.
no, I think it's just short of the line.
Just short, huh?
Yeah, that's going to be the in-off shot that Jason gets to play for his Briar moment for his last rock. He's saving it.
Okay. It's always good to have backups.
Rocks in play are good when you want a steal.
Looks like Brian is going for another draw through that center port.
I think he actually may look for a guard also if it's short. We'll see what happens.
Either one should work out for him. On the sweep, out of hand. It's got a little too much weight, I think.
Looks like it's going to tick the red and split the guard. Nope, it's right
No,
by.
it's right by. It's going to go right down to the button.
Very nice.
Just
very
touching
nice.
button.
Very nice. All right, Jason's now seen that line. Does he follow it down? Can he thread between the very high center on the guard that is just on the inside of the 4-foot line with any sort of weight?
You could throw a hack weight there, but you still wouldn't be shot if you hit that. But I guess with 2 stones left, you could throw a hack, get sitting there and promote it in the second shot.
I'm not sure there's a, well,
You actually could come at it from the right side.
you mean the outturn side?
From the outturn side, yes.
Especially when you need your pocket lefty. Every team needs a lefty.
Switch hitters.
Are you actually allowed to do that under the curling rules? I'm pretty sure you are not. I think if you start your game in one hack, you have to finish it using the same hack. You cannot switch hacks in the middle of the game.
That is generally the rules, but here at Club Curling, we don't follow the rules.
Would anyone even notice?
You could ask one of the Dans who likes to throw the Utica slide for his takeouts and the draws for his with a regular slide.
Oh, does he switch hacks? I did not know that. Where is Dan Pearson? We do not see him. We see Cassie, which is his better half, but no Dan. We can ask Cassie. Let's find out. Hey, Cassie. Where's Dan? Petersham. What's in Petersham? Oh, with not you? Monica? Okay. Not you. Never with you. All right, Cassie tells me that Dan is actually in Petersham curling mixed doubles with Monica. As Cassie says, never her. And that's why Cassie is here and Dan is over there.
Lots of debate going on here. Looks like the angle takeout.
Is this Jason's first rock?
This is Jason's first.
All right, so it
This
looks
could
like
be a triple.
well, if he hits it right, could be an angle triple, angle run triple. I don't know if our rocks are lively enough for this.
Those are pretty close together. You could do it.
Looking at 7-second hog to hog.
I don't think that's what he's going for. Rock coming down. Looks to be a little wide.
Yeah, this one's falling out.
He's going to come back. Just tap it in.
Oops, they needed to catch that one before it hit that yellow, but not sure what happened there.
Well, now they will kind of guess as to where it was supposed to go. This leaves Brian's first shot. He's just got to block things up, I think, for...
So he puts that rock back.
Put that rock back. Just get something to make sure that there's no shot for one.
All right, Julie talking about the merits of her draw path and how it's still open. And so Brian elects to guard on that side.
Yep.
Are you going this way? Okay. Hit that. Yeah.
Brian electing to draw in from the other side.
No, he's guarding, I think, is what the call was.
It's going to go across the center. And his first stone is away. Here.
All right, we got Yeager.
Off, needs to curl. No, keep pulling, keep going.
No, they needed to settle on the path, is what they wanted. All right, so that leaves Jason with the in-off. That
the Briar shot.
The rock that he saved all the way out there, that is an in-off that is available. He's probably got to come inside out, because he needs that action. Because if he comes outside in, he's going to get a very flat roll.
Well,
I think he's got to come inside out.
Really, he needs to hit it with a... That's one of those that he would have to hit with a truckload of weight.
Well, looks like the other option was to try to draw in, I think is what they're talking about. But
It's a difficult draw because they gotta do more than touch the button.
well, they really got to get on the inside of that that red rock that's on the back of the button. So I think we're playing the Briar shot.
We are playing the in-off.
All right, I told you that rock would come into play.
Well, you should have bet on it.
That's right. Where did the guy from Broomstones go who was taking bets?
Try to hit the yellow, and then the shoe's going to spin to the button.
For all of the bacon.
For all of the bacon. This is a shot for all of the bacon. This will be very exciting. Warm room is all lined up, watching behind us.
And away it goes.
All right.
It's heading out. Called for the sweep.
No, it's going to overcurl.
It's going to overcurl.
All right. Good try. All right, and I think
Nose
that's
hits.
handshakes on sheet one with Diamond State advancing against to play the winner that was on sheet two, right? Tomorrow? Is that what happens?
Yes.
At 1:30?
Diamond State plays at 1:30 tomorrow against Gallegos.
No, Gallegos.
Gallegos.
That's what we talked about. All right.
Okay, Gallegos versus Mr. Hufe.
Huffer. All right.
Brian Hufe.
Brian Hufe's team. All right, we will be back at 9:15 for the next draw.
It's actually at 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, it's going to be 9:15 because they got